We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. On play action, here's Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory. And
it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers to throw on second down. This one finds Wilson downfield. Down the left sideline. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with A-Chain. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A-Chain. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with A-Chain. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon A-Chain. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. The question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's finally taken down. It's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jets at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From midfield, here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Tua to throw again. He'll swing this out to Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Tua now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal. All right.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Cook up the gut. Powerful running. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Jump out! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage and bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be taken at the 10. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers again now.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught. And he this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 31, Dolphins 17.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a second and 10.
21G. Solo left side.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Tua. Gets this one to Hill.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Tagovailoa getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Getting the ball is Cook, right left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, take 26. Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That is get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes second down. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Hill.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Tua.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing.